Hi everyone, my name is Mark and I'm from Melbourne, RMIT.
Hello, I'm Victoria. I'm from RMIT Melbourne.
Hello, my name is Runwei Zhu, and I'm the member of RMIT Melbourne.
Hello, I'm Thư. I'm from Vietnam team.
Hello, I'm Ken. I'm from RMIT Vietnam.
Hello, my name is Hip and I'm from MIT Vietnam. Now I will start our presentation. Our presentation talk about the COIL project, and we are group 16 and we have 6 members, 3 from Melbourne and 3 from Vietnam. And first we will talk about the marathon current situation. Then we talk about the suggestion and give out some recommendation. Now I'm gonna talk about the variable cost. The variable cost is the cost which tend to vary directly with the volume of activity or the output. In the marathon corporation, there are 5 variable costs, which are direct material, direct labor, sales commission, advertising, and factory overhead. So the total variable cost per unit is $14. Moves to the fixed cost. The fixed costs are those costs which remain unchanged in spite of a change in volume of output or in the level of activity. There are 7 fixed costs in the corporation, which are sales salary, the office salary, supplies, advertising, miscellaneous selling expense, and the factory overhead. So the total fixed cost is $500,000. Next, who will continue our presentation?
Thanks, Hip. So will move on to the current situation. So based on the information on the case study, we have 90,000 units for the expected sale volume with the $20 for each prices for each unit. So the total revenue is $1,800,000. The total cost is the combination of total variable cost and total fixed cost, which is $1,760,000. The net income is using total revenue minus to the total cost, so we have the $40,000, and this number is the cannot achieve the target income, which is $200,000. And can we talk about the next slide?
Okay, thank you, Tư. Let's move on to the further details of marathon current situation. So based on calculation, we have that their contribution margin per unit is $6. So that means each product will contribute $6 to the profit of the company. And that CM ratio is equal to 0.3. That means 30% of the sales is available to cover for the fixed cost. Also, in order for the company to achieve its target income, their sales revenue must be more than 2 million. To be specific, is $2,333,333. They need to sell 166,667 units. And as you can see on the chart, in order to cover for the loss only, their break-even point need to be 83,333 units, and they need to sell 101,666,667 dollars to meet their break-even point. Now, Runway will continue on the situation analysis.
The most underrated suggestion was from the President option 4A. He suggested decreasing product price in order to increase the more sales. The result shows that it would not able to cover the costs. And no matter of the break-even in units and the dollars suggestion, one are the highest among other suggestions, which was 125,000 and 2,000 and 250,000. So high break-even in units and dollars are not beneficial for the company to get profit. The best suggestion should have low break-even in units and dollars. And I will introduce the next suggestion. The rank 2 suggestion, which was the suggestion from sales manager, option 4B, is putting all sales personnel on straight commission. The calculations came out to be will have the second lowest break-even point in units, which was 84 and 84,600, and the highest profit, but also it has a very high variable and fixed cost. Now Victoria going to talk about suggestion 3 and 4.
Yeah. The third suggestion was from the head of product engineering. His suggestion was to redesign the package of the product. So the fixed cost was slightly higher than suggestion 1 and 2. It was $510,000. The contribution margin per unit is $7.50. So to break even, we have to make 68,000 sales. And for suggestion 4, this is the suggestion from product manager. He thinks raising costs could increase product quality so that we can increase sales. So the fixed cost was the highest among 3 other options. It's $587,500. The contribution margin per unit is $6.50. To break even, we need 90,385 unit sales. And Mark will continue to our recommendation.
Thank you. So now we'll talk about the recommendation. So we compared all the scenario above, and we believe that scenario C is the best scenario because if we compare between all scenarios, that we're gonna find the net income of scenario C is pretty high comparing of the amount that we sold, which is only 90,000 unit, which is the lowest amount of all other scenarios. And also our unit price is on average, which is $20. And what they do, this company, is reduce the variable costs and increase the fixed cost only by 10,000. This 10,000 was overhead cost, and the variable cost, they made a big reduce on direct labor and direct material. So for some companies, they spend less on the direct labor and material and spend more on machinery, so they get a product with good quality and also with a less cost. And the break-even point here on scenario C is the lowest amount comparing to all other scenarios, which is 68,000, which is very good because the company want to know how many product they need to sell to achieve to cover all the cost. And the break-even point in dollar is really low here as well. So now we come to the end of our presentation. I hope you enjoy watching our Vietnam team from Vietnam. They gave us a good introduction, and the Melbourne team gave explanation about the fourth scenario and also recommendation. Thank you again.